Hello student, welcome in this lecture. In the today's lecture, we are going to see the topic identification and quantitation procedure, which is present in the fourth chapter, that is gas chromatography and mass spectrometry. Student, in the previous lecture, we have already discussed the 3 points, that is quantitative analysis by selected ion monitoring, that is SIM technique, then choice of ion, and the third point magnetic sector versus quadrupole mass analyzer. That part we have already discussed in the previous lecture. Now this is the content of the today's lecture. In the today's lecture, the first point is identification and quantification procedures. Then second, use of isotopical label standards. Then third, precision, accuracy and limit of detection. Okay, these are the references. So we start with our first point, that is identification and quantitation procedure. So here in the previous lecture we discussed the selected ion monitoring technique. In that we also discuss when we get a mass spectra, in that we get a different ion peaks. So out of that ion peaks, we only select those ions which we have required, which shows the most abundance, that ions get selected. So here by selecting that ion, how the identification and quantitation procedure is done, that is explained in this point. To perform quantitative analysis by GCMS SIM, means by GCMS technique, in that the selected ion monitoring technique. It is the first necessary to ensure that the desired compounds are really those that have been detected. Okay, although the judicious choice of ion, means the judgment of the ion, will decrease the probability of interferences. The analyte must always be alert to this possibility. In selected ion monitoring analysis, only a few ions are monitored. Okay, only the few ions are monitored, and many applications require analysis of minor components in the mixtures of hundreds of compounds. Each of these substances, some of which may be at concentration thousands of times greater than the analyte, from many ions in the MS source. Here, how the selected ion monitoring can be used to ensure the compound identification, that is shown in these two figures. What I am saying here, how the selected ion monitoring can be used to identify the compound, that can be shown in this two figure. In the first figure, this is the GCMS analysis of multiple diffuse extract total ion plots of 12 ion monitor. Means here the total ion plot of this GCMS SIM analysis of compounds extracted from the municipal refuse. Okay, the several specific compounds were of interest. Therefore, 12 M by Z values are used. These are the 12 M by Z values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, total 12 M by Z values are used. These are listed in this second table. 12 M by Z value. These are the 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These are the 12 M by Z values. So out of these, 7 peaks were detected. These are the 7 peaks were detected, which are labeled in this figure. Okay. Two of the compounds to be quantified were isomers of formula C12H02 Cl7. So the molecular weight of this compound is 422. Three of the principal ion in the mass spectra of these isomers were previously determined from the analysis of the pure standard at 422, 424 and 426 m by z value of relative abundance 4497. Okay, these three m by z values were among the 12 chosen for the selected ion monitoring analysis. So student, here how the SIM analysis is used for the identification of compound that is shown in this figure. Okay, so in this case the total 12 m by z values are observed. So out of these 12 m by z values, only the 7 peaks are detected. Okay, so these are the isomers. These two are the isomers and these three are the isomers. Okay, so out of these, only this isomer it is detected, showing the ratio 44 as to 100 as to 97. Okay, only this isomer get detected by using this selected ion monitoring technique. Okay, then here the next, it is a plot of ion abundances of m by z value 422, 424 and 426 between the retention time 6 minute to 7.5. This is the 6 minute and this one is the 7.5 minutes. This is the plot of three characteristics ions of the previous slide. That isomer is detected. The name of that isomer is heptachloro dibenzo p-dioxane, monitored during the GC-MS SIM analysis of municipal refuse extract. From this extract we only detect this isomer. So that isomer shows the three characteristics ion peak in this figure. So here the retention time, it is 6 minutes to 7.5 minutes. Okay, so only three peaks are observed. The peaks A, C, E do not respond at any of the three mass plotted. A, C, E are not responded, only the peak B, D and F are responded here. Where and the peak F shows no response in 426. Here in 422, 424 and 426 B is responded. Then here D is responded, but this F, it is not responded in the these two cases. Okay, therefore they cannot be the substance of interest. All three masses are represented in the peak B and D. Here all three masses are represented. By comparing the peak area in this figure, the relative abundance of these peaks are 36 as to 100 as to 99 for B. For B peak, the ratio is 36 as to 100 as to 99, while this D peak has 38 as to 100 as to 100 ratio for the m by z value 422, 424 and 426 respectively. Okay, this is the selected ion monitoring analysis. Then the next point is use of isotopical label standard. To quantify the two compounds identified in the above case, a standard of one of them was analyzed using the same GC-MS and SIM conditions. Only one m by z values is used for the quantitation. Generally, the most abundant ion is used, which is in this above example was 424. Only this ion get identified in this GCMS analysis. Okay. Then we see the next point, that is use of isotopical label standard. Internal standard method of quantitation are common for GCMS SIM analysis. The several advantages of this technique compared to the external standard quantitation are: this technique, it is compared with the external standard quantitations, showing the following advantages. Compensation can be made for a variation in the injection technique. Means injection, it is done by different way. Okay. The effects of other injection variables such as leak in the septum can be detected. Okay. The shift in the retention time can be determined by picking the sample with the internal standard before the extraction and the other chemical treatment. The efficiency of this operation can be monitored and the correction for the sample losses can be performed. The most effective internal standards are isotopical labeled analogues of the substances being analyzed. Such compounds have the same chemical and the physical properties as the corresponding analytes and are effective monitored of sample extraction and chemical cleanup efficiencies. In addition, an isotopical labeled analogues of this analyte can be used to confirm the identification by correspondence of retention time. It should be noted, however, that retention time may not be matches exactly, since modern high performance wall coated column with the thousands of theoretical plates can sometimes separate a compound from the labeled analog. So here, plot of three M by Z values. In the previous case we discussed that three case. Here the remaining one, the M by Z values from the signals GCMS SIM analysis showing separate detection of three co-eluting compounds including isotopical label internal standard. Okay, so in this figure, the three ions from SIM analysis are shown. The plot covers the retention time. How much retention time is there? 8 to 9 minutes, which only includes the peak G. In the previous case, we observed the peaks, that is only which peaks are observed, B, D and F. So here the G peak is observed in this figure. This plot not illustrates illustrate the use of isotopical label internal standard, but it shows the values of selected ion monitoring in analyzing the substance even if they cannot be chromatographically separated. Means it is clear what it shows. It shows this plot not only illustrates the use of isotopical label internal standard, but it shows the value of SIM in analyzing the substances even if they cannot be chromatographically separated. Okay, so this figure shows that. Then the last point of this lecture is precision, accuracy and limit of detection. The variables that affect the chromatographic performance are also important in GCMS SIM analysis. The large amounts injected and narrow peaks shape free of tailing are required to obtain the base detection limits. The direct inlet eliminates the inevitable loss that occur with the separators, since all the GC peaks reaches the ion source and also minimize the degradation of peak shape. Column bleed is not a major factor in GCMS SIM analysis. unless this background contain a specific ion that interfere with the analysis. Means which types of factor will responsible for the uh, background subtraction that is included here. The injection method used is an important factor in quantitative analysis. On-column injection is preferred for reproducibility and low detection limit. Split injection is especially poor for the quantitative analysis, while good results can be generally be obtained in the splitless mode. Mass spectrometer tuning is an important aspect of GCMS and SIM analysis. Because only a few ions are monitored, it is not necessary to use the conditions that are ideal to obtain the mass spectral patterns that match the library data file patterns. For every narrow MS peak shape, a small shift in position will result in loss in a sensitivity and the reproducibility. There are no set conditions that are ideal for all the GCMS instruments, although the general principle used for the optimization are the same. Okay, so this is about the precision and accuracy of the detection. Okay, so we complete the lecture, today's lecture. Thanks for watching. In the next lecture, we will discuss the last point, remaining points which are present in the fourth chapter. Thank you.